What's the one thing most of the mega successful people you admire have in common? Luxury cars? Yes, okay, but that's not what I'm getting at. It's pretty simple. They are masters at embracing and pursuing change. It sounds rather simple until you realize that 95% of us fear change, which often makes us pass up good opportunities that the brave 5% never miss. Today, we'll be diving into some reasons why we resist change and how we can flip the script once and for all. Let's get right to it. So first off, why do we fear change? What's so terrifying about it, really? The first primary reason is that change threatens one thing your brain loves more than success, fulfillment, or even pleasure: certainty. Psychologists call it status quo bias. It's our hardwired tendency to prefer things to stay the same, even when the same isn't all that great or beneficial. Have you ever found yourself remaining with a toxic partner, or in an unfriendly work environment, unhealthy relationships, or even counterproductive routines for longer than you genuinely wanted? Yep. That's it right there. And it's not necessarily because you didn't want better, but because better felt too unfamiliar and risky. And on top of that, your ancestors' survival-focused brain was notorious for interpreting the unfamiliar as dangerous. Now let's explore some scientific details. According to research in neuroscience, when we face change, two key parts of the brain light up. The amygdala, your threat detector, sounds the alarm. The prefrontal cortex, the rational part, tries to reason with it. As you would expect, however, and unfortunately so, the amygdala often emerges the victor in most cases of uncertainty. It hits you from all angles with anxiety and doubt, playing worst-case scenarios in your mind like a looped TikTok reel, all in a bid to keep you safe, even if it means trapping you in a life that's less than you deserve. Another culprit is what has been described as loss aversion. It's wild but true that, psychologically speaking, we hate losing more than we love gaining. The chance of losing, say, comfort, routine, identity, feels infinitely heavier than the hope of winning something amazing. This explains why you'd rather keep the same paycheck than approach your boss for a raise. Ever heard the saying, half bread is better than none? There you go. Here's a life tip that worked wonders for me. Sometimes, not taking any risks is, in itself, a costlier risk. Let me say it differently. Not taking chances when they come simply because you think it's too risky may leave you in a worse place than if you dared to take them. Finally, let's talk about identity. We fear change because it threatens who we think we are. It challenges the image we have of ourselves as perfect, reliable, unshaking, or as the one who never quits. Admitting you need a change can almost feel like betrayal. This is what psychologist Dr. Robert Kegan calls an immunity to change, a hidden subconscious defense system that protects your current self-image at all costs. This implies that to be able to embrace change, you have to learn to give yourself some room, some grace to evolve. You deserve it, and your future demands it. This might sound cliché, but it's a truth older than the Infinity Stones. The life you so desperately want and dream about is on the other side of temporary discomfort dressed up as change. Fear isn't a stop sign. No, rather it's a signal that you're teetering on the boundary between your old world and the beginning of a new one. The goal isn't to deny or even eliminate fear, it's to walk through it. Because you see, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward while carrying the fear with you. So, what's it going to be? Would you rather continue to put up with recycled ideas and opportunities in your little limiting comfort zone, or will you step out and embrace change? Here's a challenge for you today. Think of one area of your life where you've been craving change but fear keeps holding you back. Now ask yourself, what's the real risk? Staying stuck or stepping into my potential? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And if this resonated with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more inspiring content. Remember, the comfort you're holding on to is only an illusion. Your best life awaits you on the other side. Just answer the call, will ya?